Good afternoon, I am Su Jin Kim. This is Newsfeed Weekend. Senator Imee Marcos has asked the Ombudsman to investigate top government officials involved in the arrest and transfer of former President Rodrigo Duterte to The Hague on March 11. On Friday, Marcos personally submitted the Senate Committee on Foreign Relations' report, which she authored to the Ombudsman. In the committee's findings, it uncovered the actions by high-ranking officials that very likely constitute criminal and administrative offenses. The report recommends charges against Justice Secretary Boying Remulla, Interior Secretary John Vic Remulla, PNP Chief General Romel Marbil, CIDG Chief Major General Nicolas Torre, and Special Envoy for Transnational Crime Marcos Lacanilao. Among the recommended charges are arbitrary detention, usurpation of judicial functions, grave threats, and perjury. Administrative charges of grave misconduct and conduct prejudicial to the service were also included. Senator Marcos said she's hoping the Ombudsman will act on the report after their Senate probe was met with delays and a lack of cooperation from witnesses. The officials in question have earlier maintained that the arrest was lawful. Marcos is willing to submit the report to Duterte's legal team after the former president's legal counsel acknowledged its significance in his defense before the ICC. The Local Water Utilities Administrations, or LWUA, will now lead the investigation into the alleged service deficiencies by PrimeWater Infrastructure Corporation. The agency made the announcement today, following President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive to look into the mounting complaints against the private water service provider. According to LWUA, it is fully ready to conduct a comprehensive investigation into PrimeWater's operations, focusing on possible gaps in service delivery, implementation issues, and violations of existing joint venture agreements. In a statement, PrimeWater said it welcomes any opportunity for an open and meaningful dialogue and vowed to cooperate with the investigation. The company also assured the public that it is intensifying efforts to meet demand, particularly in challenged service areas, and that it remains committed to delivering long-term sustainable water solutions. As the lead investigator, LWUA said that it is taking all necessary steps to restore public trust and ensure the water service providers live up to the highest standards of reliability, quality, and transparency. In an update to the earlier report on the Makati City Railway project, Mayor Abby Binay shared that the city government is currently in talks with a new domestic partner for the multi-billion-dollar Makati subway system. This comes after the Philippine Infradev Holdings, the original partner for the project, pulled out due to the Supreme Court ruling transferring several areas of Makati to Taguig City. The Makati subway, which had been set to improve urban mobility and ease congestion in Makati, was planned to have 10 underground stations. The mayor stated that although the original plan for a subway may no longer be feasible, the city is committed to moving forward with a mass transportation system, whether it be a monorail or an above-ground railway system. She clarified that negotiations with a new partner are still in the feasibility stage. Mayor Binay also mentioned that the city is pushing for amendments to the Public-Private Partnership Code to streamline infrastructure projects and encourage more private sector participation. Queer advocates are making their voices heard ahead of the 2025 midterm elections, calling for a government that truly represents the community and urging lawmakers to finally pass long-delayed legislations like the SOGI Equality Bill. Ivy Reyes has the report.
Para sa gobyernong para sa atin, this is the call of the queer community for the 2025 midterm elections.
A week from now, malalaman na natin kung mananalo ba tayo sa 20th Congress. Are we going to win finally after 25 years? Or we will suffer the same fate like the last 25 years?
Led by Akbayan Party List Representative Percy Sendanya, queer organizations presented their consolidated LGBTQIA+ agenda, a framework outlining the urgent needs of queer Filipinos. Among these are safe spaces in schools and the workplace, equality in the workforce, and legislators who truly represent their community and cause. According to Sendanya, legislation addressing the community's concerns has long been silenced.
Sabi nila silver anniversary, but there's nothing to celebrate. In fact,
dapat we should be exacting accountability from our duty bearers in the Senate and in the House of Representatives. Yung 25 years years of failure and inaction to turn their promises into protection.
The SOGI, or Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity Expression Bill, remains pending, more than 2 decades since it was first lobbied in the 11th Congress by the late Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago and former Akbayan Representative Loretta Rosales. Sandanya was among those who drafted the first SOGI bill back in 1989. For Jap Ignacio of Babaylanes, the need for queer-specific legislation like the SOGI bill stems from first-hand experiences, witnessing the struggles of his trans friends.
Nung estudyante pa lang ako, naririnig ko na yung mga kaibigan kong LGBT, specifically yung aking mga kaibigan na trans woman, sa kanilang mga struggles sa pag-aaral. No? Hindi dahil hindi nila kayang mag-aral, kundi dahil pinipigilan sila ng mga polisiya.
According to queer groups, LGBT rights should not be advocated only during Pride marches, because in essence, LGBT rights are not a seasonal cause. From the queer and allied groups present here, their message is clear. They're not asking for special treatment, but only for equal representation. Ivy Reyes, Billionaire News Channel. And those are the news this hour. I am Su Jin Kim. Stay tuned. Billionaire News Channel is on Free TV, Channel 31, Cignal, Channel 24, Converge 74, and SkyCable, Channel 33. Also check our website, bnc.ph. Good afternoon.